Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Imagine a man wearing most wonderful shoes, the most wonderful shoes that money can buy. And he displaying his wonderful shoes. This man is standing right there on the stage with his wonderful shoes, but he is absolutely naked. Today, I feel that way. Let's get right into the show. I belong to a country who landed in moon. I belong to a country whose economy is the fifth largest economy in the world. I belong to a country who has the fourth most powerful army. I belong to a country that is one of the best as far as information technology is concerned. I belong to a country which is said to be the fastest growing economy in the world. All this to me looks like a very shining shoes. But I feel naked, like I said. I feel naked is because my girl children have to go out on the street and beg our political masters to ensure their safety. Beg our political masters for justice. Beg our political masters to act against people who has sexually harassed them. I feel naked. Because every other achievement is nothing. Nothing if I can't take care of my girl child. It's nothing. Believe me, not just us, no society can talk about anything. They cannot brag about anything in this world if their own girl children are unsafe. Let me just take you through the story of these young wrestlers. I've done that. I've done series of stories. But I'll just take you through quickly. 18th of January 2023, young girls, Olympian level, international level wrestlers came out and started protesting, saying that the Wrestling Federation of India's chairperson and some of his colleagues are molesting us, are molesting our colleagues. They're sexually molesting us. They're touching us on our private parts. Calling us inside his cabin and molesting us. Please help. Give us justice. Nobody is even willing to take an FIR. This was the state. International level wrestlers coming on the street. 18th of January. The sports ministry acted. The sports ministry came down. Immediately what they did is they sacked Tomar, the vice assistant of the chairman or whatever. The lowest common denominator they sacked. They saying, you should sack him. Why? If he is there, that will infringe on the investigation, Baba. And they appointed an oversight committee which was headed by Mary Com. Mary Com, remember that boxer, that great boxer whose name film and all happened, boxer. And they came with a committee report. The committee report finally said nothing. They gave some recommendation, but finally said nothing. Typical of what happens in a political scenario. Typical of what happens in a political scenario. Our girls, our children, they started protesting again. They said, listen, unfair. This is not how it is. You're not putting the blame where it is supposed to be. They protested again. They had to go to the court. They had to go to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court, grace of God, gave an instruction to the Delhi police to take an FIR. You see, FIR is our right. It is a citizen's right. Whether you are whoever, the biggest or the smallest, it is a citizen's rights for the police to take an FIR, to register an FIR. They had to go up to Supreme Court to do it. Why? Because the person they were alleging is a Bharatiya Janata Party MP, the ruling government's MP. The same government that said Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao. The same government that had launched Meri Ladli Behna, same government. So, yeah, so they went to Supreme Court. And finally, April 28th, the police registered an FIR. April 28th. The incident, the first protest happened January. These young girls, imagine if they're your daughter or mine, these young girls, they were molested. They were being molested. And nobody, forget protecting them, nobody was even listening to them. Our entire system was as if mutely observing them being molested, watching them being molested, and they were crying out loud, saying that help us. You know, there's this athlete called PT Usha. She is now an MP. PT Usha, I was a huge fan of PT Usha. When my younger days, I remember there was this magazine called Sports Star in our younger days. And the Sports Star has this posters that you would get. And I remember I had PT Usha's one big one in my wall. Unfortunately, that house went for redevelopment. Otherwise, I would have burned down that wall. Because the same PT Usha goes, other than supporting her fellow athletes, her fellow sports women, other than supporting them, this PT Usha goes and says to the protesting wrestlers that show some discipline, and instead of taking to the streets, should have approached the IOA. Show some discipline. What are you going to the streets? This is what a fellow woman athlete told the protesting wrestlers. She says, come and approach Indian Olympic Association. ठीक है. She got to know about this. This was 27th of January. Today we are setting on 23rd of December. What did they do from 27th of January to 23rd of December? Did the Indian Olympic Association even move a finger? She says, no, you should have come and told us. Now she was told. She knew it. What did she do? What she was trying to say is, you should have shut up and let it happen. Kya karega? You have to suffer all this. Politicians they are, powerful people they are. So keep quiet and suffer. This is possibly what she meant. I don't know. This is possibly what she meant, to my opinion. Anyway, so finally, the Delhi police took the FIR, registered the FIR. Now the FIR and the investigation continued. 7 women, 6 women and 1 minor child. Now as the investigation continued, the father of the minor completely changed his statement. Initially he said, no, my child was molested, my minor, therefore comes under POCSO, was molested, and that would have been the most serious allegation against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. He alleged, and later on, he conveniently withdrew his case, saying that no, I lied. My child was not molested. Now I leave it to your imagination and your judgment to figure out why he must have made that statement and why he withdrew it. Anyway, the investigation was going on. The wrestlers didn't see an end to this investigation. It was going on, and somewhere down the line again they were protesting, and then the sports minister came down and said that they will file a charge sheet, and the police filed a charge sheet on 15th of June. Now I want to say that the Delhi police did a fairly good investigation job on this. They did a fairly good investigation job. They got witnesses, they got people, they got statements of people who corroborated with the victims. They got all that. So the political power did enough to ensure that something that happened in January, February, March, April, May, June, push. The political system did enough. Ensure that all that oversight committee and people like PT Usha, they go and, they just rubbish all this. They did all of that. Now came the court. This person, the charge sheet was filed. Delhi police was very clear that this, whatever has been alleged, most of it has happened. Delhi police was very clear that we have witnesses. Most of it has happened. Delhi police was very clear. And Delhi police put that case up. Now let us go to the court. The court said allegation against Brij Bhushan serious, but no purpose would be served taking the accused into custody at this stage. Serious hai? Serious, very serious, but why should you take him to custody? Manish Sisodia had to be taken into custody. Sanjay Raut had to be taken into custody. Sanjay Singh has to be taken into custody. I don't know, tomorrow an Arvind Kejriwal would have had to be taken into custody. An Anil Deshmukh was taken into custody. Nawab Malik was taken into custody. But Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh case is serious. But why should we take it into custody? This was what the court asked. In fact, I'll read out the judge's statement. The judge said the additional public prosecutor has not even opposed the bail. His simple submission is that it must be decided in accordance with the direction of the Honorable Supreme Court, Satyendra Kumar Supra's case. This is what he said. So he said the Attorney General didn't even object to the bail. So literally meaning that the prosecutor also ensured that Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh got the bail. The women there were looking while the High Court says that Kai ka bail, it's a serious case, but why should you put him behind bars, Baba? Let it be. Okay. And to help that, the prosecutors, Supreme Court, the High Court themselves saying that the prosecutors didn't even oppose the bail. Okay. Let me go further. Now, cut to 21st of December. Let me quickly run through the story. January, nobody took cognizance to the victims' allegations. International wrestlers had to protest. They protested. April, they finally filed an FIR. June, finally the charge sheet was filed. And July, the court said that why you need him to be arrested. Let him not be arrested. Serious offense, but let him not be arrested. Even the prosecutor is not asking for his arrest. So what are you talking about? Now, come 21st of December, that's now, day before yesterday, Sanjay Singh, Brij Bhushan's loyalist, got elected as Wrestling Federation of India president. His loyalist. He got elected. He is now the king. Now connect the dots. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh is not arrested. He's out there. His loyalist became the president of the Wrestling Federation of India. It was a tight slap on all those young girls who were protesting and a tighter one on those victims who went and launched that complaint. Saying that kar le jo karna hai yaar. I've got the power. What are you, girls? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He said, dabdaba tha, dabdaba rahega. You know who said it? Brij Bhushan said it. Dabdaba tha, dabdaba rahega. In our Bombaya language, it's like ukhad le jo ukhadna hai. When a girl children goes through this kind of humiliation, I feel naked. I feel naked. Because the North Star, the judiciary, let them go. Let them go. Neither did the prosecuting advocate protest, nor did the judge do anything. Let them happen. The politician, let them happen. This man is important. He's an MP seat. He's got a lot of clout. Everybody let these children go. P.T. Usha, woman athlete herself, let it go for her own reason. Mary Kom, a legacy, a legend. Let them go. All of them. We just deserted our kids. I feel naked. You know, if it was one incident, it still wouldn't be okay. But somehow this now seems to be the order of the day. Bilkis Banu, we deserted her. She was raped. Her family was killed. Her child was beaten to death, smashed to death in front of her while she was being raped. And we let her go. We deserted her. That Ram Rahim fellow who raped, convict, not accused, convicted rapist, he comes home for birthday parties. Imagine what the kind of reception he must be getting in the jail. Women were marched naked in Manipur. This is happening too often. This is happening too often, and till such time that this happens in our country, believe me we are all naked. There is no dignity in all of this. There is no dignity. We've lost our respect. We've lost our sense of pride as a society. Because what is a society worth if we can't protect our own girl children? What are we worth? What are we sitting here and talking about? Till I see you next time, that is Monday at 10 o'clock. Take care and have a fantastic Christmas. Compliments of the season. Namaskar.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.